Multnomah Falls is an iconic Oregon outing. You gotta check this place out. And this was part of a trip that I did with my family from Corvallis to Mount Hood, including the Columbia River Gorge. We went to the Bigfoot Museum, Multnomah Falls, and Timberline Lodge at Mount Hood, so keep an eye out for those videos. They're being edited now. Hey folks, I'm Michael Krasilovsky out of Team K Realty out of RE/MAX in Corvallis, Oregon. Our team helps people buy and sell homes and investment properties in the area, and in our free time, we make videos about being in Oregon, so thanks for checking this out. Multnomah Falls is iconic in the Pacific Northwest, and as I'm informed by the Forest Service website, it is actually one of the tallest year-round waterfalls in the United States, and it is the most visited natural recreation site in the Pacific Northwest, so that's incredible. Now, I'm not trying to be braggadocious as I say that, but I saw it and took a picture there in front of it for social media. Now, as you venture east from Portland, you're going to get to experience the lovely Columbia River Gorge, and this is an iconic drive as well. You've actually seen some other professional videographers featured on our channel earlier doing some drone cinematography of this area. As you can see, it's more than just Multnomah Falls that's worth checking out here. We started this trip with a stop at the also iconic Vista House at Crown Pointe, which is a historic landmark and viewpoint. Columbia River Gorge! Can't wait to go to the outlets. Now, according to the state park's website, Vista House actually opened in 1918 as a glamorous rest stop and observatory, and apparently has marble floors, stained glass windows, and a lovely gift shop. But much like my various attempts at those miniature golf courses with that windmill obstacle, I've never managed to catch it while it's been open. Apparently, Vista House also marks the beginning to what's referred to as the Waterfall Corridor, featuring 8 waterfalls on this historic highway, one of which being the grand finale of Multnomah Falls. Wait, how do we actually say this word again? Multnomah? Multnomah? Rewatching my own video on how to speak Oregonian is in order. We'll link it below. Anyway, we didn't stop at all 7 other waterfalls in the area, but we did hit a few, and I do feel they really contributed to the build-up of the Multnomah Falls experience quite nicely, and I'd recommend that you do the same. This one over at Guy Talbot State Park was beautiful. I mean, look at this place. Obviously, it's not as tall as Multnomah Falls, but it's still a stunning piece of Oregon scenery that you've got to check out in the area. When you arrive at Multnomah Falls, there's 2 ways to access it, and if you're like me and you've got driving anxiety, this will be helpful for you. There's this initial way, which is to take the exit that kind of felt like you were just at a rest stop in the middle of the highway, and this threw us off. We were a little confused because we were like, where's the waterfall? But you can park there. Parking was free at this spot, if I recall correctly, and then you walk underneath the highway and pop back up out by the falls, and it seems like that's the main way to go. What we ended up doing was we went a little bit further because we were confused. I have no sense of direction. We got off at a different exit, back onto the historic highway, not the main highway, and then we ended up right at the falls, and we did actually pay to park right there at the falls. I think it was like $10, but we were right there and we didn't have to walk. Now, you can see why this is so iconic for Oregonians. I mean, even the restaurant and lounge building is just gorgeous. You can get to this main viewing area pretty easily, and if you're feeling like a light hike, you can go right up to that iconic bridge for another view. In one of these shots, you can see this massive boulder at the base of the falls, and the story that I heard is that it fell during someone's wedding at the falls and splashed everyone. Now, I'm not sure if that's true or not, but can you just imagine? I mean, can you just see the officiant probably saying that whole thing about, does anyone here object to this union? And then the waterfall was just like, boom, I've got something to say. I mean, that would be quite a sight to behold. For my family, all of this waterfall action was making us hungry, so we decided to go get lunch at the falls, and it served to extend our visit nicely. The interior of this lodge was beautiful, and we had a lovely view of the falls from inside of the restaurants as well. I really appreciated the various puns that they incorporated into the menu items, but I do actually regret getting my standard item of the local burger in this case, though. Burgers were fine, but the braised pork, that was impressive and totally worth it. Also, if you tip the server in advance, they'll ensure that you get the best pour of waterfall water that you've ever had. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Please do subscribe so you don't miss more videos that we do about living in the area. And we're never too busy for you. If you could use our help, we're happy to be a resource for you. Until then, bye for now.